Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Jameson with Pretty Young Tarot and I'm here to bring you guys another pick a card reading. So today's reading is going to be based off of kind of whatever question you have in mind, whatever's on your heart, whatever wants to come out, but also this is going to be designated for like yes and no questions. But yeah, let's figure out what's going on in your life, what you need to hear, and let's find these answers out. So this is group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4, and group number 5. And you can pause the video here if this is helpful for you. But without further ado, let's get started. What is up, group number 1? Let's go ahead and see what is going on in your life, what you need to hear, any questions, yes or no. Yes, let's get started. So we have Medicine Woman. So you're a channel for divine healing power. We have Universe, Truth, and the Heart Chakra. Okay, so I'm just gonna start here for right now. So it looks like you're definitely going through a period of healing right now and transformation and figuring out your personal truth in the world. And you could also be helping other people strongly at this time as well. I'm getting a strong Aquarius vibe as well as Pisces. And since the Truth card is here, there is some Libra. Yeah, it's just like you are really using your intuition at this time. I'm sensing seeing things clearly. I am like really getting that message strongly. Kind of being more of like an observer as well. And I think, Virgo is also coming through. Let's get a little bit more information. So the Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so there is definitely something going on in regards to your career. And this is actually, so with the Three of Cups here and the Ten of Pentacles, if you are asking a yes or no question, I'm definitely getting a strong yes. Also with the Four of Wands. But about in what realm it could be or what sort of question you could be asking. This is really speaking to me on or about kind of what you are looking forward to doing like for the rest of your life, and also your career, your job. I think your heart's really opening up to the possibilities and the truth that you've been divinely guided towards a specific career path that might have been different from what has been previously keeping you stable. But I think that you are actually about to reap some rewards and success through this new endeavor or through this new career. Because with the Four of Wands, that is a very stable energy, and it also signifies the fact that the fourth wand came in after the third wand. So you've definitely had a period of opportunities that the universe has been sending you. And this has been to heal also, I think, your perspective on money, or like your, like the way that you view money. I'm just strongly getting the feeling that you have been like releasing and like letting go the expectations of how much money like you think that you should be making, something along those lines. Just like, because your heart, you want your heart to be satisfied. You're feeling like, I feel like you may have gone through a period of time where you were kind of having cognitive dissonance about whatever this career path is, because it might not be as lucrative as the life that you had pictured for yourself. But there's a message coming in here that, you know, if the universe wants you to be doing something, you will be fully supported in that endeavor. And there is abundance here with the Ten of Pentacles. Like, that it literally says there's so much to be grateful for: financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. As well as here we have the Three of Cups, which is about reasons to celebrate: a community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. So I am seeing like there's a lot of celebration going on here, and the universe is really, it has sent in all this energy to heal you with that medicine woman. It's like, but at the same time, like the Queen of Pentacles with the medicine woman really go together strongly for me. And it just really feels as though you have manifested this healing into your life because you surrendered this connection to your physical material world. And that has brought in probably some new friends even. I'm getting for some of you, you will be welcoming a new child into the world very soon. You might find that out with the medicine woman, like you might go to the doctor soon. You may actually have also just gotten married. And if you're wondering if like that's the right person, if you're on the right path, like yes, you are just in a very like successful, grounded part of your life. And I mean, like, I kind of wonder if you're here because you're worried that things like is this really right? Like almost as if you're like expecting things to go bad for some reason. But this is for you. Like this path is for you. And I think that those thoughts, like with the Page of Pentacles, probably stem from like your childhood, but also you like earned this. I feel like you don't really recognize how much effort and balanced effort in that you have put into this, and you're really reaping the rewards right now. So as far as love goes, we have keep an open mind. So your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That might be also why you're here. You're questioning if you can have a stable connection with this person. That might be different than your usual taste, but your heart chakra is opened for a reason at this point. Your heart chakra has been activated by this person. And this person is, if you're not the earth sign, like, okay, so this could also be a fire sign. I think this person's going to bring in a lot of energy and new ideas into this situation. I think you're probably the earth sign. You might have strong earth or water, but this person who has come into your life, like, let's get a little bit more information on them. So yeah, we have firecracker, which is excitement. We have scissors here, so disappointment in some affair, and then ladder, climbing towards success. So there is a lot of like building energy here. There's a lot of exciting, new, even like romantic and just like firm foundations. And I think like with the scissors here, I'm getting more of the vibe that like you are afraid that there's going to be disappointment in some affair. Like, as I said, like you're kind of like waiting for the other shoe to drop, or like something is going to go wrong, or like maybe that this person isn't telling the truth, because like the scissors always remind me of like the Seven of Swords. And it just seems like you're almost trying to convince yourself like this is too good to be true. So you might be like kind of guarding your heart at this time, because there is so much excitement and success and abundance around you that it's almost like uncomfortable. Even though like it's supposed to be like the universe is telling you it is time to celebrate, it's time to be joyous, and it's time to like reap your rewards and just be happy. But there is just like a hesitancy towards this benefic energy. So maybe this will give us insight into why. So we have Page of Swords, the Justice card, the Queen of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Moon. So yeah, you definitely have manifested this. We have Ten of Pentacles here twice. And there's another page. So as I said, this could be in regards to like a new, like this could be like a new relationship or new communication that's come in about, maybe I'm getting the message that like some of you may have been proposed to, and like, because I can see the Page of Swords is like popping the question, especially with the Justice card here also. So there definitely is marriage on the table, and I think that for some of you, you are skeptical about ascending to a higher level of commitment, because I feel like you are very focused on your material abundance, and it's almost like a hyper focus. I feel like there is with the Moon card, I mean, can speak of like things that are hidden or like illusions, and I do think to some degree, as I said, if you've struggled with like how you view money and like your monetary or like not monetary, physical possessions and things like that, there may be like an illusion of the status that you are actually at, and it looks like you actually are very well balanced, but it's almost like you stress about your finances even when you don't have to. And that's like another thing, maybe like this is denoting, it's like there's like an unnecessary disappointment regarding your finances and career, that it just doesn't need to be there. Because with the Queen of Wands, like, you have the power to continue manifesting, especially with the Queen of Pentacles as well. There's like a very strong nurturing and stable nurturing of this abundance, and it's going to keep coming in. You don't have to worry about becoming disappointed. Yeah. And also, like, I really feel like you can trust this person that's coming in. Like, they want to help you succeed. They want to see you climb the ladder, and I don't think they're going to be deterred by your ability to, like, or your focus on your career. Like, I feel like this person is really independent. They may be like an Aries or like an air sign, someone who's more like independent, intellectual, and someone who like doesn't need to like drain you or suck you of like all your energy, you know? And I feel like you may have had connections in the past that have been really draining for you. And so I feel like when it comes to love, you are somewhat hesitant about like who you let into your life, because you don't want to get stuck in like a Four of Wands situation with someone who like relies on you too heavily, if that makes sense. Because with the Page of Pentacles, I also see that you not only are like grounded and working, it's like you have plans for the future, for like to continue like maybe education, or maybe you have like you're a multitasker and like you take on like a bunch of different, like, I don't know, like maybe you like have a day job and then like you moonlight, or there's just like multiple interests that I'm getting, and you really can't foresee letting that go. You don't want to also, because I think that it's a huge part of your life path is to stay invested in these things, and you just need someone who's going to respect like the fact that you're busy, and this person definitely is going to do that. Like, and I think that communication is actually coming in. So for astrological cards, we have the Fire Element Desire, and then the Black Moon Lilith Mystery. So the Black Moon Lilith and Mystery and the Moon are definitely speaking to each other here. As I said, it's like, and it's almost like a fatal attraction here with the Fire Element and the Black Moon Lilith, because I feel like even though this feeling like should be innocent, like this endeavor should feel like pure to you, I think that like potentially like past deception and past connections have kind of shifted your view of maybe commitment, or this could even denote sex in some ways. Like there could be an issue with sex. I'm also seeing disappointment in some affair. So for some of you, if you came here wondering if someone is having an affair, if this person is female, I am not getting the sense that there is cheating going on. I think that this person is really working on their finances, and they aren't, like, they're not messing around or anything. They just are really trying to build up their wealth and abundance. If it's a male energy, let's see. What is the male energy in regards to an affair? What is this masculine energy? Oh, okay. Pleasure seekers. Okay, so for some of you, if you are worried about a third party and this like is a masculine energy, I don't think that this person necessarily is cheating, but I do think that they have some questionable choices when it comes to what they do with their free time. This person, so these are pleasure seekers, and that definitely goes along with firecracker here in the element of fire. So it's almost like this person needs constant like stimulation, and so I almost question more like if there is a third party, it's more like their bros and like what they're going out and doing with their bros, and it's not like they have cheated on you, but I don't get the sense that this person like, I feel like they need to slow down. I feel like if they haven't like been unfaithful, there's the potential if they continue to hang out with these people, because I think that the things that they're doing, like could be drinking or just like this thrill seeking, it could lead to like bad decisions. But I think that they've realized this with the Page of Swords, and they at least are consciously aware of the fact that this is a possibility, so they are trying to make a decision, maybe even between like you and their friends. Because I think that when they look at you, they see someone like a very strong, like compatible soulmate, and someone who like they could see being a mother to their children, someone who is like financially stable and hardworking, driven and like reliable. But I think that it's become really hard for them to come to terms with the fact that they need to potentially cut off some friends that don't serve them, because I think that they do enjoy the excitement of that group of people, but they also know, like with that Black Moon Lilith, that there is something unhealthy about that connection. But I think they actually, they may have communicated this with you because of the medicine woman. You may actually be helping them see themselves out of this situation. And I guess this could also be a friend or like a brother, I'm getting. But there is just like a call to action when it comes to a, you know, like connection with their friends, if that makes sense. This may be school friends too, like college friends, and it's just like they aren't on the same level as this other person wants to be, because I think that, as I said with the ladder, like this person wants to move forward, like upwards and into like this like Four of Wands, and they feel really drawn and called to do this at this time, but they know that they have to leave these people behind, and like the universe is showing them this truth. And I think in a way it actually like breaks their heart, because I don't think that, I'm getting the feeling of like it was over so soon, or like it's like something that they considered but like it snuck up on them for some reason. And with it being Libra season, like they're gonna have to make a decision like really quickly, I'm getting the feeling, like because they know that they can't sustain both energies. And it's really clear to them which one is the better choice, which would be like if you're like a Queen of Wands or like a Queen of Pentacles figure in their life, or like a Libra even, they know that it's you. They know that they need to choose you. They just have to like kind of, oh man, like surrender, like put down their like boyishness and like immaturity and trade it for like, you know, their big boy britches basically. But this has become like, it's really like weighing heavily on them. But I feel like they're gonna do it. So if that also resonates with you, like I think that's a yes also. So this is like a soulmate card. So this says, your love is like a burst of sunshine on a cloudy day. Your smile is imprinted in my heart. Your beauty reflects the stars. Your essence is the air I breathe. So yeah, if you're resonating with this second half of this reading, this person definitely like really respects you and wants you to have faith in them and trust that they're going to make the right decision. Because I do see the truth. It's just, I think that they're moving kind of slowly in that direction with that Page of Pentacles, because it is a difficult decision to make. But like, just know that your presence in their life doesn't go without recognition, and they do want to fight for this connection. Okay, so we got lots of messages there, proof number 1. But yeah, if you like this reading or if some of it resonated with you, please let me know down below. I love to read your comments. And if you guys want personal private readings with me, I am available for those. And yeah, all the information about that's in the description box down below. And yeah, that's all I got to say. I just got a lot of cards here, so I'm trying to fill this space, but it's not working so good. Okay, so moving on to pile number 2. If you chose this amethyst, let's see what's going on in your life, messages you might need to hear, messages for the collective, and as well as like a yes or no answer. So we have be strong, compassion, movement, choices, decisions, rest and rejuvenate, and then sacrifice. Okay, so right away I'm getting the sense that something has happened recently that has called, like, and this could be like, I'm getting like, I'm gonna pull these tarot cards, so I'm actually wondering. So we have Ace of Wands, Strength, the Five of Cups, and the Sun. So yeah, I'm definitely getting this like Five of Cups vibe with the be strong and the compassion. It's almost as if like something has occurred in your life that was out of your control, and this may have been like someone, like you may have broken up with someone. There's like a sacrifice that had to be made, or maybe this could have even been like a mutual breakup between two people, because I think that, I mean, there's a strong Leo energy here, as well as just fire in general. I'm picking up the energy that someone had to sacrifice something in like either a connection or a job, or it's like letting someone go with love is sort of what I'm getting, so that they can go pursue what they think is going to make them happy. And I feel like that's a sacrifice, but you're trying to stay in happier sorts. Like you're trying to be positive about the situation, because I think that you do see the higher perspective, and you're trying to have compassion with this person, because I don't think that they intended to hurt you necessarily. But they felt like they needed to make this decision, and unfortunately, I think that it just like affected you in a negative way. I am getting the sense like maybe someone took a job far away, or even this could be like someone was like really attracted to someone else and wanted to go see if like that relationship would make them happy, and it's like something that really weighed heavily on their heart, and it's like they did have to sacrifice your connection in order to go be with this other person, and this brought you a lot of disappointment. But at the same time, I think that you're like a strong person who understands that people deserve to be happy, and I think that you wanted to see this person happy. Maybe you guys hadn't been happy for a long time, and this was something that you suspected, and it's just like a very it's like a sad but happy vibe, or like a sad but like yes, I'm upset, yes, I'm sad, I'm disappointed with how this went, but I do see like the bigger picture and the silver lining sort of thing. I'm interested to see what these cards are. So we have Weeping Willow, so family sorrow, interesting, and then Casket, someone going out of your life at the end of a situation, and then Mule, so someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. Okay, so that's what I mean, is like, I feel like for some of you, this could be a connection that you had with someone that mutually ended because you guys just realized that you're not compatible, or as compatible as you thought you were, and it's kind of coming to terms with the fact that one or both of you have traits that the other one can't like deal with maybe, and they also like, someone doesn't feel like they can change this about themselves. And this is like, it's sad on both ends. It's sad for both of you, but at the same time, there's also kind of like a revitalization of life, of being able to, have an Ace of Wands moment and also prove to yourself like how strong you are, to really be able to go through this. There's so much Leo energy here. And like fixed sign energy, maybe even Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. It's just like, also for some of you, like your family maybe had to sell an asset, like a house or something that was really near and dear to your guys' heart. Something had to be let go of, and this does bring sorrow, and it was a sacrifice, but it also like had to happen. And I feel like somebody maybe for a long time was fighting, like trying to like backlash against this movement, and that could be you actually. Like you may have not, if this is making sense for you, it's something that like you like could find disappointing, and although you feel like it makes other people happy, it didn't make you happy, but you kind of felt like alone maybe in that feeling. I'm getting the sense. So yeah, this definitely is going to apply to a lot of different types of situations, but there is definitely an ending to something that happened. And if you're wondering if it was for the best, yes, especially with that sun card there, this, like there is going to be, like the sun will shine again. And you did make the right decision if you ended something with someone, or like if you're wondering if like a breakup is permanent, I also think yes. Because I think that these incompatibilities just don't serve either one of you if that message is hitting for you, and you just need to have compassion on the situation. And it says release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light. So if someone left you, like there is a message here that like you will be happy again. Like you are way stronger than you think that you are, and although you might feel like a weeping willow like right now, it won't last forever. And like the rainbow here I think is really signifying like there is going to be a period of happiness and light and brightness and fiery new beginnings and opportunities, and you don't want to miss those by sticking in like the Five of Cups. And for some of you also, this could be like a marriage that had to end, and you guys didn't want to, like you'd been stubborn and holding on to it for a long time because of children. But then you had to realize that so if this is hitting for people who, like, you have a desire to go and live a different life than what you're living, but you feel like you're obligated to stay in the situation with someone because they are like the father of your children or the mother of your children, you guys have, like, you're married, something like that. Don't stay in a situation just because you're afraid that it's going to cause your family sorrow, because you're just sacrificing your happiness, and you have the ability to be happiness. Like, and I think that you're afraid of splitting up your children from their family, but it's disingenuous for you to stay in the situation. I think you've been in the Four of Swords for too long. And this decision needs to be made, because if you look at the situation, like, you aren't happy, and especially if you're with a spouse who's unwilling to change and, like, doesn't want to compromise or, like, you know, be a true partner anymore, then this does need to end, because you have to respect yourself too. And your children are strong, and your children are going to be able to get through this. Yeah. Because by you being happier and, like, embracing, like, your individuality, like, that's only gonna give them an even better role model, you know? Rather than allowing them to see you unhappy and stay in something unhappy. And that's kind of like, I'm getting the message of, like, what is that showing them for their future, that they have to, like, stick around in situations that don't serve them. Like, no, you don't want your children to think that that's how life works. So with the astrological cards, we have Capricorn. I use 12th house, escape, and then 3rd house messages. Aww. My heart breaks. You guys hearing that child outside? That's heavy. Like, this is a heavy reading. If this is hitting for you, I feel like that's you. Like, that crying is you. Like, you guys feel, like, I'm getting emotional right now, and I'm not an emotional person. I feel like you honestly feel like you're being used, or like your life is useless, or things are not, like, the best of you is lost. And I just want, like, the message of, like, you knowing, like, you're not too far gone, like, it really needs to be heard. Like, I know that you're sad and depressed, and, like, things are, disappointing right now, but the sun is still here. Like, there are still positives in your life. And I think that the universe is really trying to communicate this with you, with the 3rd house messages. I think that I feel like you're just really plagued with, like, negative thoughts, and maybe even these are messages coming in from a Capricorn too. Maybe this person, like, that you're with is a Capricorn, but you don't have to listen to everything everyone says to you, you know? Like, I'm just getting, like, bad messages, or, like, verbal abuse maybe, but definitely, like, an isolationist, like, feeling trapped and imprisoned and wanting to, like, escape a situation but not knowing if you can. And I just want to let you know that, like, you are strong enough. Like, you have the mental capacity. Like, the 3rd house is the Gemini house. Geminis are quick, you know? Like, they have very multifaceted brains and thought patterns, and I feel like so do you, and you have the ability to use this and escape the situation, get out of your current vibe, and flourish with the Sun card. Like, that's not out of the question for you, but I feel like for some of you, you feel almost like your life is, like, over, especially if you feel trapped and isolated. And it's almost like you're trying to control the urge to, like, fight everything, or, like, control the urge to, like, escape and, like, resist this energy, but it's like you can only ignore it for so long. Yeah, I'm gonna clarify this 12th house. Thief. Yeah, you feel like someone is taking away your life. your you know, livelihood. Like the 12th house is also your subconscious, and it's like you have like you could have an energy vampire around you. And I think, like, so I just watched a video on Stockholm syndrome. This kind of looks like that. Like if you're dealing with a narcissist, it's like if someone's like breadcrumbing you, like your mind is getting like mixed messages about what this person is trying to do or be in your life for some reason. And it's like, you know, like intuitively, like I feel like you know that you need to sacrifice this person to be happy, but it's really, really hard because you want to have compassion on them and like give reasons for like why they act the way that they act, like that sort of thing, like make excuses for them. But like you're so much stronger and like worth so much more than this connection. Okay, so we have let go of control issues. So for some of you, like this is resonating for me with like the message of like if you're afraid, like with children being involved, like maybe you're afraid you're gonna not get custody or something. If this is like a custody battle, I could be seeing that with the Strength card. That's like the mother, like protection energy. And I'm just feeling like maybe not having access to children, or like having to worry about that, but everything is going to work out exactly like how it's supposed to. And the only like thing that you need to fear is honestly staying in this 12th house and like 5 of Cups energy for too long, because that can become really dangerous. That is like, honestly, like if some of you are suicidal, I wouldn't like be surprised, honestly. I'm just feeling like very helpless, and like you're just afraid that's like you're not strong enough to see yourself out of the situation, or like you're gonna lose everything. Like I'm hearing like I'm gonna lose it all. But the universe wants you to have faith in it. Okay, so we have the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Moon, and the King of Swords. So for some of you, I really am seeing that you might be with a narcissist, or someone who is just really cold, and someone who makes you feel alone in a relationship, even when you're in a relationship. And you shouldn't have to feel this way. Like someone who maybe like could invalidate your feelings, someone who prioritizes like other people before you, maybe even has like cheated on you, or like there's something like weirdly sexual here. Like I don't mean like kinky or anything, it's just like, especially if you give in to sex when you like don't want to, like there's like that Capricorn with that Ace of Wands it's like you feel like you're being used for sex, kind of, because I feel like that expectation of like the physical intimacy is still there, but this person isn't willing to give you what you need, like emotionally, maybe even like financially. Like this person might like make it so like you only have like a certain amount of money, or like a budget. Like it's kind of just like an odd energy. It's super controlling also. I think that this person needs to let go of control issues, but I think that like maybe they have like Mars in the 12th house or something, and they're like controlling and they don't even know it. Or like it's just like I'm also feeling like maybe you want to control your thoughts, like, and I really am getting like Stockholm syndrome. So synchronistic how like the world works, and how like these messages that come through have a lot to do with the things that like I stumble upon during my like days. But yeah, there definitely is obviously like strong heartbreak here. And if you're thinking about like if you need to let this person go, if this is resonating, yes, you need to let this person go. If you're thinking that you might need to leave this person, yes, I believe that you need to leave this person if this is resonating with you. And I know that it's hard. I know that you don't want to. I know that that's like disappointing, especially if you've invested a lot of time. You may already be married. This may be like a 2-year marriage or a 1-year marriage that is coming to an end. And like, obviously that's not how you had planned for things to go. But like, with the Five of Pentacles here and the Moon, it's just like you're always like, you don't have to feel this way. Like, and someone shouldn't be able to allow you to feel this way. And it's kind of like your own like vacillation is what's keeping you stuck. Otherwise, if someone is like legitimately keeping you stuck, potentially maybe even by their aggression, like if this person is aggressive towards you, verbally aggressive, maybe not physically aggressive, but could be, then like you need to seek help with this Five of Pentacles. So it says you needn't go through this current challenge alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So, and I think like okay, so for some of you, or very like few, I don't know how many like this messages is for, but like you do not need to stay in an abusive relationship just so that you can keep your family together. Like, someone needs to hear that. Like, your children are going to be better off getting away and out of this dysfunctional, toxic family environment. And you need to do it for your own mental sanity, because I'm afraid of what it will happen if you stick in this situation. This is like very, very heavy, deep, emotional trauma that you have already faced. And this person, I really don't get the sense that they have any intention of stopping anytime soon. It's like, even in this Three of Swords, it's like he's consoling her, but if you can't really even see it, but like the look on his face is like he doesn't really care. Like, he's consoling her, but it's like when an abuser says like, oh, I'm not going to do that again, but they know damn well that they will. And they're just basically kind of like could be saying to you like whatever you need to hear so that they can stay in this connection or continue using you for like money or sex or something of that sort. And they do that so that you can get compassion from them. And they know it because they're trying to control the situation. So these are soulmate messages, and I mean, like, this could either resonate for like a past soulmate, present soulmate, but also could be like messages from you, because I think that we are also like soulmates to ourselves, but it's like in like the universe. But let's see. It says positive and loving thoughts are instrumental in creating positive, loving relationships. Fear and doubt only serve to create greater uncertainty. Think more about what is right in your relationship and less on what you think is wrong. And then let go of inhibitions, be creative, and allow your imagination to run wild. Your love life will transform in ways that you never thought possible. So yeah, for the messages for some of you who like have broken up with someone recently, and like maybe this still resonates as like maybe they were a narcissist, like your love life is going to transform. You just need to allow yourself the privilege to, you know, go out and have fun and like be like a kid again, you know. Release your inhibitions, be creative. With this Leo energy, there's ton of creativity, like ton of creative energy that is just like waiting to be tapped into. And I think that this one is definitely talking about like only speak positively about like connections and like the possibility of connections and people who even like this connection, like try not to like speak negatively on any relationships, because what you say has a huge impact on like your reality. And if it helps to like look at the silver lining, that's good. Like, obviously don't stay in anything that is toxic and terrible, but try to spend less time dwelling on like the negativity and just try to keep more positive outlooks in your life, because that will bring in like better energies, and I think it will also help you feel a lot stronger. So yeah, I hope that message reached whoever it needed to. But if you guys have any questions or want to book a private reading, all the information is down below. But thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day or evening, whatever time of day you, or year even, you happen to stumble upon this reading. Okay, moving on to pile number 3. This one's even bigger than the last one, oh my lord. Okay, so if you chose this pile, let's go ahead and get your messages. So we have blossoming, new beginnings, spiritual strength, spiritual union. Okay, so I'm definitely seeing for you guys, if you guys are wondering if like the person that you are thinking about or someone in your life that you might have just met is like a soulmate, I am definitely getting yes. There's going to be like new beginnings and blossoming in this relationship, and honestly for some of you this could be someone coming back from the past. With the new beginnings, I'm just getting like almost stepping into a new vibe with someone who you like reconciled with, like, because I think that, I mean, maybe with the blossoming card, I feel like you guys could have been younger when you guys tried this out before, and your spirituality wasn't quite there, and now that you guys are more evolved, you're coming together. But that's a message for some of you. Let's see what's going on. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, lots of Sagittarius energy, Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, wow, okay. Seven of Pentacles, the Empress, and then the Knight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, for some of you, if you're wondering if like a Sagittarius is the right person for you, or like a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, yes, I think so. I do think that there are frustrations in this connection, or have been in the past, but I think this person does have good intentions, and they have evolved a lot recently, especially with the Wheel and Temperance, since Sagittarius is like higher learning. I think this person wants to come in and give you a stronger commitment, and also like become more emotionally vulnerable. I think that they've been working on their emotional vulnerability, and although it's been frustrating for them, because I don't think that it's like natural to them at all to be like this, they do want to give you what you want and bring in new energy with the Knight of Cups, because they see you as the Empress. They love you, they want to see you happy, and they want to be the person who makes you happy. So South Node, Life's Debts, Taurus I have, and then 6th house routine. So what I'm seeing here, so this person definitely could be from your past life. This could be a past life connection that is coming to fruition this lifetime, to finish out some karma. But I do think this is more of like a healing connection, and it's meant to help you grow spiritually. And with the Taurus card, I'm actually kind of getting the vibe that it's like value and worth, but on like the spiritual plane. Like, yes, I think that you guys are going to bring in a lot of abundance, but I think that this new beginning and this connection is really going to bring you like spiritual abundance, which, I mean, isn't awesome, you know? Like, we have the Two of Cups like twice. Like, this is a very strong soul connection, and you may have met this person at work with the 6th house. That's routine, or somewhere where you go routinely, like maybe the gym, or like you ran back into them somewhere. Like, I definitely get for some of you this is someone coming back from the past, but if not, this is a very spiritual person coming into your life to bring you a real commitment and emotional stability, and someone who's going to really meet you in the middle. Meet me in the middle by, like, what is that song? It's like, why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. Like, that song, I literally don't know who that's by, but that song popped into my head. So maybe, like, that's what I mean, is like, could be someone from the past that like wouldn't meet you in the middle before, but now they are really willing to put in the work. Okay, so it's like we have Diamond, which is you'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. Rainbow, the most difficult part of the situation is over. As I said, I feel like you've dealt with this person. And then Muddled, unclear thinking. And then Rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. Okay, so maybe this person had left in the past because they, like, maybe had a hard time committing because they were unsure about, like, if, you know, they could be with the same partner forever. Like, this might be someone who, like, maybe has struggled with, like, infidelity in the past, or has been interested in like polyamory, like I am getting like LGBTQ here, and I think that this lifetime you guys are just meant to come to a more spiritual understanding of each other, and really, and this is a gift, you know, like maybe some of you guys are in a poly relationship, and maybe before you weren't open to it because you thought that it was like just about sex, but it's really more about connecting with more people on like an emotional level. Yeah, because I think, especially with the Empress here too, it's like you want to be number one, which I don't think is wrong. I mean, everybody, it's trial and error, right? And you don't have to stick with this if you don't like this, you know, like if you really just want to be someone's number one, then you don't have to accept a relationship like this. That's like a message that also needs to be heard. But because you are a precious gift, and if you want to, like Rihanna, like I want to be like the only girl in the world, then I think the music is like really important to this pile, because I didn't channel any songs for the last groups. But yeah, like you're definitely entitled to having the love that like you want to have. I think that there's just like jealousy surrounding like this physical union of two people, maybe. Like this is just something that you've struggled with, potentially, like jealousy, or even could be thinking about like your partner's ex-partners, and like that could have gotten in the middle of you guys. Or maybe even for some of you, like if your partner is bisexual, like you might be uncomfortable with like being with someone who's of that sexual orientation. But I think that you're finally growing out of that mentality and realizing that like you do love this person, or they love you, like this can go vice versa, and that whoever they've loved in the past, like it doesn't matter, you know, like but yeah, the most difficult part of the situation is over, and I think that you guys are just like progressing to like a higher plane of like understanding. So for the love cards, we have this could be the one, and past life relationship. So yeah, definitely said it was like a past life relationship. This connection definitely was meant to come to together in this lifetime, and so yes, that's a big yes there. This is definitely like a yes pile, by the way. And I think that stepping into this new beginning, like you're going to feel like, especially if you took a long time away from this person, like all those feelings are going to come rushing back. Like I'm really getting that. And you just kind of need to surrender to it, because there's like karma, like positive or negative, like doesn't, I think this is more like positive, but I'm just saying people usually think karma is like a negative thing. There's karma that has to be dealt with in this connection. There's strong Venus here, so like maybe there's like a South Node Venus connection, something like that. South Node in the 7th house. Like this is a divinely guided relationship, and it's just getting started with that blossoming card. Like you guys are just like on the cusp of like a breakthrough. And so it says have patience, and I think you're also meant to have patience with this other person. Maybe this person, if you guys have been together and like they reveal that, you know, they're bisexual or something like that, and this is something that's meant for you guys to come together even closer and work this out together instead of letting it drive you guys apart. Okay, so we have the Ace of Water, so Ace of Cups, the 5 of Wands, the Magician, the 3 of Wands, and then the Ace of Swords. So yeah, there's definitely like a new clarity coming in. As I said, this is still like, we have 2 aces here and then the Magician. So I think that one or both of you guys have manifested like your ships coming in with the 3 of Wands. And it says prosperity is arising from wise planning, time to take the next step, optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So yeah, I think like you guys are taking steps in the right direction to like manifest a new beginning in this relationship and on a deeper level. And really letting go of any of like the past power struggles and challenges that you guys have faced, and really trying to just like fill those with like love and transcend them to like a higher realm. Because the 5 of Five of Wands is a challenge you can resolve, withdraw from the drama of others, have patience with yourself and those around you. As I said, patience. Because I don't think that these struggles that you guys have gone through, like, you guys never meant to hurt each other. There is a lot of love here. Like, there's a lot of love. And that's becoming more and more clear. I think maybe, like, if you guys were separated, and it's almost like, for some of you, this is definitely going to be, like, maybe someone wants to try polyamory. That's, like, coming through. Obviously, it's not going to be for all of you or anything, but if your partner has come to you with, like, this new idea that they have, you know, they're being vulnerable by saying that, like, you know, they might be attracted to, like, more than one gender, or, you know, there's something that they feel like they need to explore spiritually. Like, there is just, like, try not to focus too much on, like, the physical aspect of it. And, you know, there's no guarantee that they'll like it either, if, like, that's something that is, like, concerning to you. But also know your own boundaries, because, like, we do have free will, and you don't have to stick in any situation that, like, you don't want to be in. But I do see that there is a lot of love here, and you guys have the potential to you know, let any, like, challenge, like, hurdles, like, you can get over them. But yeah, because the Ace of Cups is a positive new emotional experience, fulfilling romantic relationships, deep and lasting spiritual insights. Yeah, I'm just strongly getting the vibe that, like, some of you, or a lot of you, are just, like, about to come into, like you're hesitant to move into this, like, new energy and new spiritual exploration with this person. But you're going to be pleasantly surprised, because I think that there's going to be you're going to have a lot more freedom. And I mean, for some of you guys, it's not going to be about, like, maybe you guys just had sexual issues in the past and you're realizing that that doesn't really matter. Like, it's the soul connection that matters, and, like, you guys can work through anything. Especially also if, like, you're pregnant, maybe, like you guys didn't have sex when, like, you were pregnant or something. Like, there's obviously a lot of messages here, so, like, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But this is a soulmate message. So this says, I'm forever grateful for your loving kindness and for the joy you bring to my life. You're a gift from the eternal heart of love, a blessing from the most benevolent universe. So I'm just really seeing, if you came here wondering about a partner, you can work through this. You can, like, yes. I think that you should stay in this connection, like, especially with, like, the South Node, like, with it being such, like, a karmic connection. Like, even if you left this connection, there's a possibility that, like, the universe will just bring you someone like, super similar, to deal out the same karma, because you're still learning. Like, we have lessons to learn this lifetime, especially through other people, and, like, the mirroring of relationships. And this could be the one still. Like, you guys have such a strong bond, and, like, there's, like, so many, like, positive cards here. Two of Cups twice. This could be the one. Past life relationship. Like, yes, the Empress. Like, this connection is so strong. Like, the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance too. Like, those are also soulmate cards. This is just, like, whatever struggles you guys are going through at this time are meant to help you build, like, patience with one another, as well as become more spiritually strong. But anyway, hopefully those messages got out to who they are meant to. And thank you so much for watching. If you guys want a personal reading, all the information is down below. But I'm moving on to group number 4. And this video is super, super long. Okay. So if you chose this crystal, this is your message. So we have the World, the 6 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and then the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you have definitely, if you are wondering if leaving someone was the right option, the answer is yes. If you've gone through something really traumatic, maybe someone broke up with you, and if that's, like, what you're wondering, if, like, that was the right, like, if moving away from this person is the right thing, the answer to that is also yes. Because now that the situation has ended, you're finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. And we have release your ex and free yourself. So the time has come to clear energy. It's time to take back control of your life. And then we do have engagement, which is like your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. But what I'm getting with this definitely is more like your love life, like your commitment to yourself is growing stronger, because I think that this situation just really didn't serve you positively. There may have been a lot of arguments, and by getting out of this situation with the 6 of Swords, which it says it's the light at the end of the tunnel, breathe a sigh of relief, and make new plans, relocation or travel. Yeah, you're like, you've broken free from a karmic cycle, and that is going to bring in a lot of victory. Like the 6 of Wands here says, congratulations, you've done a wonderful job, time to move on to the next project, award, scholarships, or promotions. So also, this is about a career that you left. You may actually, like, a new love could be coming in, or like a new job offer could be coming in with the World and 6 of, or like maybe accepting a new job offer, but there's definitely opportunities coming in here. But yeah, the 5 of, like this situation, it literally says like, this situation doesn't serve you, release any attachment to the outcome, consider taking a more uplifting approach. So whatever, like release, like yes. Should you stay in a situation like this? No. But I think that, like, I mean, the situation ended whether or not you wanted it to happen. And so I do think that, like, this is a yes pile also. Like, this is how, like, yes, you needed to get away from this person, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So we have flowers, so we have happiness. And then we have January, Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. And then Desk, pay attention to your work. So yeah, for some of you, this is a job situation, and you've been backstabbed at work, or someone has made you feel like not valuable, maybe even criticized your work and like your actual, like, whatever you've made or presented. There's happiness coming in January. These are connected. So like a new person, new job offer, things like that. Something is going to happen in January that's going to bring you a lot of happiness and new growth. And I think that this could definitely be like you get into a relationship in January, or you will have manifested a new job by then. But yeah, I think that you probably have come to this reading specifically because like you do have this heartache over what you no longer have. And I think the universe is really just saying, like, if this is about a person that like really hurt you, obviously it is like time to move on and like close this chapter of your life, and try not to feel so like looking at it as like, I don't have this anymore, because like the situation didn't serve you anyway, and getting away from this person or getting away from the situation is actually benefiting you so much more than you realize. And I think that they are really saying like you need to focus on your career right now. So for some of you, relationships just like for the rest of 2019 aren't really in the cards, like no pun intended. Like you're really meant to be like focusing on like your career or focusing on your work, creative endeavors, maybe writing, for some of you dancing. I'm getting like there's definitely like a call to like movement, like moving out of this energy, moving, maybe literally actually moving, but also like moving your body, getting active. So we have Destiny, Yod, and then Uranus, Genius, and then 9th house of Faith. So yeah, this definitely like was destiny for whatever the situation to end, and to end the way that it did end. And the 9th house always to me with this card denotes like try to find the silver lining in the situation. But this could be because of your Uranus connection that you actually are going through, or transit that you're going through. Maybe Uranus is transiting your 9th house. And that's like what this shakeup was. It's almost like, especially if this was super unexpected, if someone like left you like out of the blue, this is just like really telling me to like tell you to like have faith that like you have a higher purpose with someone else, and or like another situation. They're really calling upon you to have trust. So we have the Chariot, the 8 of Cups, the 5 of Swords again, the Five of Wands, and then the King of Cups. So yeah, you definitely could have been dealing with like a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, or maybe an air sign. But you definitely need to be walking away from this. You need to get out of these power struggles and this dynamic of constantly just being like even like berated or like questioned. I'm getting from this like King of Cups, it's almost like maybe this person has trust issues. I'm feeling that like there's just like a lot of water in it, but it's like combative water. It's like maybe this person's like emotionally manipulative, or they just like, I'm just getting like there's not a mutual understanding here of like what you guys are both trying to achieve, or what you were trying to achieve, like, and that's why there's like a tug of war here. Like maybe you guys just both wanted different things. Like maybe this person wanted to like start a family, and like you want to work, like you feel like you need to work on your career. That could be, or like maybe someone really wanted to move and the other person didn't want to move, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back. But either way, you've turned your back on the situation, and it's definitely for the best because it didn't serve you. So what's coming in right now is material harvest. We have fulfillment of wishes. This discontentment and boredom is definitely like speaking to me about whatever this like past connection was. But this material harvest, fulfillment of wishes, and then we have expect a miracle, high priestess. You have divine knowledge that can help others through spiritual teaching, and then you're good at helping, counseling, healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So you may work with children, or you may find that if you're wondering if your life path involves working with children, yes. If you're wondering if, like, for some of you, like, there could be a pregnancy coming in, like if you've been wishing to get pregnant, I'm getting a yes there. There's going to be a material harvest. But yeah, some wish that you've made is coming to fruition now that you've released this toxicity, or once you release the toxicity, then this will come into fruition. So this could be material. This, as I said, could be like somehow like manifest as a child. But also know that like this pain and suffering that you went through and in this like connection or situation gave you divine knowledge that is going to help others in their spiritual teaching, or in your spiritual teaching to them, I mean. But yeah, we definitely, there's something really good coming in January that's going to bring you a lot of happiness, and I think it's something that you've been wishing for a long time. So maybe some of you guys can get pregnant in January, or like you could get that person that you want in January. You could get a new car in January. Yeah. But definitely for a lot of you, this is going to be like, was it right to release this person, or was it like, are we really not meant to be together? I don't believe you guys are meant to be together. I think you need to release this person, because I think that something much, much better is about to come in. So then this is a soulmate card, and this is a message. So it says, in order for you to heal your relationship with another, you must first heal the relationship you have with yourself. Forgive yourself, accept yourself, and love yourself. So yeah, the universe definitely, if this is about a breakup, you guys are broken up now so that you can learn to forgive yourself, accept yourself, love yourself. That's a huge message. Because the situation didn't serve you, and maybe this person had a tendency to like nag, or as I said, like put you down. I'm kind of getting that. You also need to release like the things that people have said about you in the past. That's a huge thing. Like if people have been like petty towards you, and it's just really asking you to like just, you know, let the water fall off your back. That's definitely like not right. I don't know. Someone knows that saying, but just don't let these things affect you anymore. Like, you are a divine being who's made in God's image, and like you don't need to listen to other people's like how they feel about you, or you know, criticism, because you're perfect like just the way that you are, and you need to learn to like love yourself. And this situation wasn't helping you love yourself, and that's why it had to go. But yeah, expect a miracle. That like you know, your love life isn't doomed, your career's not doomed. Like, really, January is like coming through very strongly. Like, when I was pulling these cards to do these readings, like, that one really wanted to come out, and I just strongly feel like it's going to be so good. January is going to be a really good month for you guys. Okay, well, if that resonated, or if something great comes in January and you want to return back to this video, that would be cool too. But thank you guys. Group number 4, moving on to group number 5. All right, group number 5. So if you chose a carnelian, let's see what information we got for you. This is a hefty pile. Okay, so independent. So you may be experiencing a time where you are becoming more independent or being forced to become more independent, but let's see. Firm foundation, disruption. Okay. Financial material changes is what I was picking up on immediately with that. So some of you might have been evicted, or having to move because you can't afford where you live anymore. And this is definitely, it's not like I'm getting a message from the universe that this is to help you develop more independence and like survival skills that's coming through. Emotional loss, but you may have been really connected with this. This honestly could be about a marriage maybe, or like you were living with someone and now you like guys aren't together, so then you had to leave, so you're feeling it like financially and emotionally. The waiting game, crown chakra. So if you're waiting to, so you might be apartment hunting. Some of you guys could be apartment hunting and wondering if like you're gonna get that apartment. Something will come in. I don't necessarily feel like first off, it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for you to establish these roots and find what you really want, and also something that's gonna work for you. Because for some of you, if your credit's not good, that could be what that disruption is. But the material changes could just be the fact that you have to move in general. But the firm foundation, like you definitely will be able to find a place. You will be able to, you'll have a roof over your head. I'm kidding. But this definitely, like, I don't think that you wanted this independence necessarily, and you feel really alone right now. And the universe is trying to send you messages that, like, this is meant for, like, your spiritual growth and, like, independence, like, and confidence building and, like, yourself. And at the end of this trial, like, you're gonna actually feel a lot more free, even if it doesn't feel like it right now, because I can see that a lot of you guys are going through emotional loss. But let's see. So we have the 8 of Wands, the Lovers, 7 of Swords, 3 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Okay, so for some of you, your partner may have dipped out of your situation. There might have been a third party, or they might have slept with someone. I'm definitely getting that heavily. If you're wondering if there is deception, yes, I unfortunately feel like I have to deliver that message. Only if like this resonates with you. If like you could be like a King of Pentacles person, or the third party could be like an earth sign. But regardless, I do see someone or something coming in between a partnership that has made you or them, like, it disrupted the home, and now you have to leave. Like, literally, like, split material goods. And I feel like you honestly, like, kind of intuition about this, and that's why the waiting game was here. It's almost like you knew that something was like disrupted or something was wrong, but I feel like it's just now coming to light, and everything's moving so quickly. And that's why, like, the universe just wants you to know that your independence is the foundation for your strength and success. So this is like meant, like, as awful as like the situation could be, you're going to be so much stronger at the end of this, and this was like meant for your personal growth and to really establish a firm foundation and like who you are and your boundaries, and also learning how to like trust your intuition. But I definitely see like you guys are probably really going through it. But I do think your career is gonna pick up. Like, Three of Cups can also be like celebration ceremonies, weddings, pregnancies, things like that. And for some of you also, you may be attracted to someone who's in a relationship, and this person is going to leave that relationship and come be with you. Okay, so anyway, we have Virgo, 2nd house, and then 10th house. So this is a very King of Pentacles-y astrology looking spread. So the 2nd house is Taurus. So this is literally Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this is very strong earth sign vibes. I do think that there is, if you're wondering if like you came here for like yes or no about changing careers potentially, or let's see, I'm gonna move these down actually. Like maybe you lost your job. Some of you could have lost your job actually, and that was shocking. And out of the blue, like with the 8 of Wands, it was like really quick, and it was just like, what? Like that disruption, like I'm really just getting like a what the F type of feeling. With the Virgo card, it's like you need to focus on your healing right now, whether that's physical healing, or I think it's probably physical and mental healing, but also by like saving money and stuff like that. And like that's what some of you might have to sell something that's coming through. But I think like there's a healer around you, or there's going to be something coming in to heal you. This could be this King of Pentacles person. Someone is, I think, going to help you out in some way, or maybe a connection with a job. But this is something that like you've put in the work for already, that you're going to reap the rewards for now. It's like a karmic thing. But this could be a Virgo man who actually like helps you along in your career. It's almost like a chain of, like a very synchronistic chain of events. Yeah, so let's get more. So we have Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. Crown, honor and respect will come to you. Peacock, beware of great pride. And then Caterpillar, which is things will not always be this way, a change is coming. So yeah, definitely if you're experiencing financial restraints, will you find relief? Yes, you will find relief. I also think for a lot of you guys, this King of Pentacles could be a love interest that comes in. That could be really passionate, like strong emotion. If this is an ex, I mean that I already like covered most of the ex stuff. So yeah, I am sorry if you're experiencing someone like who, like this person is just like, with the Peacock, I feel for some of you, your ex maybe, or future ex, is someone who's really prideful and selfish. And so that would definitely fall more into the hate category. But I'm just getting like a vibe of like, for some of you, this person like didn't honor or respect you the way that you deserved. And you're going to be manifesting something much better. But also, I think that it might come through your career first before another connection comes through, which I actually don't think is bad, because for some of you, like, you'll be healing, or you're healing right now. You're going through a period of time where like you have to heal your pocketbook before you can, jump into another connection. But for some of you, there will be a King of Pentacles who comes in and helps you. And this, I'm getting the impression like you're gonna meet them through your career, or even like they could be a banker or a broker or something like that. But I think that this connection is going to move slowly so that you can heal from the 7 of Swords situation. So we have children, romantic feelings, and then heart-to-heart conversations. So yeah, for some of you, there definitely is going to be a person coming in. This person may have children, but this could be someone that you, like, I feel like these romantic feelings have actually been around for like kind of a while because of all the earth energy. As I said, this person can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And there's so many messages here because it's just like a general reading, but I think that you guys are going to have a heart-to-heart conversation really soon, and this person will express like romantic feelings towards you. And you may have met them when they were going through like this financial disruption, or you were going through a financial disruption where you had to like leave a partner potentially, and maybe like that's why you're like wondering, like you could be analyzing whether or not you should like start to share your assets with this person, because maybe before like you moved in with someone and things didn't work out, and I think that you guys are going to be communicating, talking about that. And just make sure that like your pride's not getting in the way, like you're being like emotionally vulnerable with this person, because for a lot of you, this person is trustworthy, like this newer person. Like if this is an old connection, I'm really not getting like an old connection. So like I think the old connection is bad. Like not bad, but you know, we all learn from things, but like you'll know by your intuition if this person is like stable or not stable. I think that the ex is probably a fire sign actually. Maybe like a Leo or an Aries, but this new person is a lot more grounded and is someone who is like confident but not prideful, and who is like expressive but not like dramatic. Yeah, okay, so then we have the 10 of Wands, solutions, the Ace of Pentacles, and then the 10 of Cups. Wow. So yeah, so with these bookends here of 10s, like you're definitely coming to an end of a cycle of potentially like that, like material financial changes, because you're releasing this burden. And that says, ask your angels for help, or for helpful people to lighten up your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. And then we have solutions, which is success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. And then, so I believe this is temperance. And then the Ace of Pentacles, so it's your lucky day, new resources of money, time, or support, a change in job or promotion. And then the 10 of Cups. So love and blessings fill your life, harmonious relationships with family members, happily ever after. So for some of you guys, this person, like this King of Pentacles coming in, is going to be like your forever person. And this is after a period of pretty heavy struggle, and like financial disruption, kind of just feeling like your whole world got shaken up, you know, lying, cheating, deceit, like that sort of thing. But you are going to be coming into a period of time, or you're going into a period of time right now where things are really, really looking up and changing for the better. And it's like alchemized perfectly, like especially like this says success that comes from objective compromise, self-control and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So as you're going through this healing, as I said, I think that this person's going to come in and really help you financially as well as emotionally, and you're going to feel like so happy. So if you're wondering about an earth sign who feels like this is definitely your person. And you, like, your romantic feelings are worth exploring, and like this is a good person. Like they want to see you be successful with like the 2nd house and the 10th house, and I think that this person like feels like they have like money, to be honest, but this person definitely wants to come in, lighten your load, and like help you out and make you feel special and loved, and this is definitely a blessing. So if you're wondering if blessings are coming into your life, yes, blessings are definitely going to be coming into your life, and maybe even like quicker than you expected. Yeah, thing like this with this caterpillar card, like things are definitely like this struggle is coming to an end. So let's look at this soulmate card, and this says, surrender all that no longer serves you. Let all that remains buried in your heart come to the surface and be healed. Let there be space for new energies to enter, a new beginning, transform darkness to light. So yeah, a new beginning transforms darkness to light. So that's what I think that you're going to be experiencing with this King of Pentacles person. But it really is going to make, like, you're going to have to surrender this, like, mentality of, like, lack and probably poverty with, like, the material changes and disruption. and like really embrace your independence, and like also applaud yourself for being able to get through like this sort of situation, and for your ability to really let go of the things that no longer serve you. But yeah, for some of you guys, you do need to like take a really like good look at like your heart, and where you're at with, you know, like potentially like resentments or having hate towards people, because that's like something that you do need to release, because it's draining your emotions and it needs to be healed, like especially with Temperance here and Virgo, so those are all healing energies. But I think that this person also is going to help you work that out. I think this person is going to heal a lot of the wounds that your exes have created, and it's your challenge to make sure that you don't take out the pain and suffering and that like other people have caused on this person, because they really do have good intentions for you. Okay, well, that's all I'm seeing for you guys, group number 5. Hopefully this helped whoever needed to hear it. I know that these messages are super general and like honestly kind of random, but I don't know, I just felt called to read them. So yeah, if you guys want more information about personal readings, the information's in the description box down below. But I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys in my next pick a card. Bye.